Yo, yo, what's the dang deal? Yeah. You already know what time it is. We back at it again with another weekend recap of what's going on in the world of gaming. But before we get started, be sure to hit the like, be sure to subscribe, turn on your notifications so that when any other videos come out, you will be the first to get the notice and don't miss out on other future content that's coming onto the channel. Yeah. Now that we got that out the way, let's go ahead and dive into this news. The first topic that we're going to tackle is The Witcher 3. CD Projekt Red's The Witcher 3 has been very successful with sales on every platform, including the Nintendo Switch. The Witcher 3 has sold well over 20 million copies according to CD Projekt Red, and the franchise itself sold well over 30 million copies since the first release back in 2007. Just last year, the third installment of the series sold well over 6 million copies across all platforms combined. Of all the platforms, PC had the most sales, coming in at 53%, PS4 had 26%, Nintendo Switch had 11%, and Xbox One had 10%. With all of the success that The Witcher 3 has received, you might as well go ahead and get prepared for a graphical upgrade that will be coming to next-gen consoles and PC. On September 4th, The Witcher Twitter account posted this: The Witcher 3 is coming to the next generation. A visually and technically enhanced version of the game will be available for purchase for PC and next-gen consoles, and as a free update for owners of the game on PC, Xbox One, and PlayStation 4. If you were one of those that took part in the 20 million sales, be prepared for the free upgrade that you will receive. There's no specific date as to when the upgrade will be, but I'll keep an eye out for you guys and try to keep y'all updated. Next up, there has been a PSP patent discovered by Sony. It has been discovered that a patent by Sony suggests that the PS5 will be compatible with the PSP and the PS Vita. For those who don't know what the PSP or PS Vita is, basically it's Sony's handheld gaming device that they created to try to compete in the handheld market with Nintendo. The PSP, or PlayStation Portable shall I say, was released in 2005, and according to Guinness World Records Gamers Edition 2019, the PlayStation Portable sold over 80 million units, putting it right under the Nintendo Game Boy Advance. During the 10-year lifespan of the PSP, it did pretty well because, as I said earlier, it sold 80 million units. But then it all came to an end when Sony decided to discontinue the handheld gaming device so that they could focus more so on the upgraded version, which was the PlayStation Vita. The patent that was discovered suggesting that the PSP will be compatible with the PS5 is nothing solid. It's just a patent. Nothing more, nothing less. Now, if Sony come out and say, hey guys, we want you to know that the PSP and the PS Vita will be compatible with the PS5, then we can get excited. But until then, as I said earlier, it's just a patent. Here's a diagram showing all the accessories that are compatible with the PS5. And as you can see, there is PS Vita. There is one other interesting thing that a lot of people didn't know about the PlayStation Vita, is that you can actually play some of your PS4 games in handheld mode, seeing that the PS Vita is remote play compatible. Me personally, I think it'll be pretty dope to see the PS Vita brought back to life through the PS5, but only time will tell what Sony will do. Before we dive into the next topic, I want to take the time out to have a moment of silence for Chadwick Boseman, also known as the Black Panther. Chadwick recently passed away due to colon cancer, in which he was diagnosed with in 2016. And just as he was a leader and fighter on screen, he was off screen. Most people didn't know that Chadwick was battling with colon cancer, and that's simply because he kept his condition private and still pursued his acting career while receiving treatment. I don't know about you, but to me, that speaks volume about the character of Chadwick Boseman. As most of us know, the Marvel Avengers game recently released on September 4th, and so far it's been getting pretty good feedback. There were rumors saying that the Avengers game will add more characters to choose from, and at some point the characters will be post-launch DLC. Well, if you don't know, I'm glad to announce that pretty much Marvel has confirmed that the Black Panther will be one of the post-launch DLC characters. There's no specific date as to when that's going to happen, but fans are glad to know that it is going to happen. Square Enix decided to delay Black Panther's reveal out of respect for Chadwick Boseman during the Marvel Avengers War Table stream. If you missed it and you didn't get a chance to check it out, I will leave the link below so you can check it out in your own time. Last thing I would like to say is my prayers and condolences go out to the family of Chadwick Boseman. Rest easy, Chad. Your legacy will continue to live on. So as we keep the ball rolling, better yet, everybody get your skateboards and your helmets. We finna pull up to the skate park. Yeah! Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 Remastered also released on September 4th. And according to reviews and critics, the game has been getting a ton of positive feedback. If you ask me, I think it's safe to say that a lot of the success comes from a lot of the newcomers to the franchise, but also a bunch of the OGs who put hours and hours of time into Tony Hawk back when it first came out on PlayStation 1. I don't care what your background is, what your race is. Back when Tony Hawk first came out in '99 and 2000, you played Tony Hawk Pro Skater. The whole objective of the game, if you're not familiar with it, is to complete other objectives and score high points by doing a ton of crazy different tricks and completing different challenges. Now don't get it twisted thinking you about to get in there and go beast mode and be done with the game. Bruh, a lot of those objectives are challenging, bruh. They are hard, they are tough. Sometimes they can take forever and a day just to complete. And that's me speaking based on the original Tony Hawk back on PlayStation 1. Tony Hawk Remastered includes multiplayer online and split screen gameplay. You can also create your own character and you will also have the ability to create your own park. Now I know a lot of you creators out there are gonna create some dope skate parks. Yeah. With all of that being said, Tony Hawk Pro Skater is definitely gonna be one of my next pickups. Right now I'm just being very indecisive. I don't know if I wanna get it on PS4 or get it on PC. I have my reasons as to why I wanna get it on PS4, but if you're looking at it from a graphical perspective, of course it would be PC. It seems like Sony and Microsoft has been playing this game when it comes to who's gonna give in first to revealing their prices for next gen consoles. Well, look like Microsoft gave in first. We finally got some information that we have all been waiting for as consumers. We got the price tag of next gen consoles for the Xbox. We still waiting on PlayStation. The Xbox tweeted out that the Xbox Series S will be the smallest Xbox ever. Not only that, but the price tag will only be $299. Previously, the code name for the Series S was Lockhart. And when it first surfaced, it was said that the Lockhart is going to be cheaper than the Xbox Series X. And here it is, at the price tag of $299. So basically, Microsoft has given away a decent amount of power for a more affordable price, seeing that it's less powerful than the Xbox Series X, but more powerful than the Xbox One. Here's a screenshot showing what's under the hood of the Series S. As you can see here, to point out a few of the features that the Series S will have, it'll be all digital, 1440p up to 120 frames per second. Of course, we're gonna have ray tracing, ultra low latency, custom 512 gigabyte SSD. Nice. And as far as the Series X, there had been speculation saying that the price will probably be about $499. Well, as of September 9th, Microsoft did confirm that the Xbox Series X will be $499. If you ask me, I think $299 is a fair price for the power and the performance that you would get out of the Series S. And as far as the release dates, both console pre-orders will go up September 22nd, and the release date for both consoles is November 10th. If you plan on getting one of the Xboxes, let me know in the comments which one you're gonna get. Last thing that I want to discuss with y'all is Nintendo. Earlier this week, Nintendo decided to hit us with a sneak attack by revealing a new Zelda. No, it's not Breath of the Wild 2, it's Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity, which is the sequel to Hyrule Warriors, but the prequel to Breath of the Wild. I'm like, bruh, Nintendo, y'all been holding out. The new Zelda takes place 100 years before the Breath of the Wild, and players will actually get to experience what Hyrule was like before the Great Calamity hit. The playstyle is pretty much like Dynasty Warriors. Not only that, but there's a lot of familiar faces from Breath of the Wild that will be playable characters in the new Zelda. I don't want to go too deep into Zelda because I want to kind of give them more time to release more information about the game, but we do know that the game will release this year, November 20th. Well, that's all I have for today. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and turn your notifications on so that you can be one of the first ones to find out when I drop new content. Also, be sure to connect with your boy on Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch. The links for those social plugs will be down below so that you can stay up to date with anything that I'm doing. And y'all already know what it is, man. Until next time, holla at your boy. Yeah.